Hello there, and welcome back to my little bit of Mexico. Among those many things in life that I really enjoy is a good jam or marmalade. And being a British person, marmalade is an important part of a British breakfast, or breakfast in general. And jam, I really can't go without either a jam sandwich or a nice jam on a well-made piece of toast. Or I can find some nice jams in the supermarket. They're generally American brands like Smucker's or what's the other brand? I can't remember. But you also come across mostly French brands like Bon Maman or Dalfour. I'm not sure if Dalfour is actually French or if it's a made-up American brand. But no, you can't really find a really good jam. Although there are some. And those European ones, Bon Maman and Dalfour, are pretty good. But I have found one which is La Costeña. And La Costeña make an orange jam, which is so much like a British marmalade. It is rather nice. When it comes to marmalades, you just can't match a British marmalade, whether it's those brands I miss like a Rose's Lime Marmalade, which is gorgeous, Frank Cooper Oxford Marmalade, which is a very intense and strong Seville Orange Marmalade. Tiptree's is also a good one, and a real treat in life is one from Fortnum and Mason's, that incredible luxurious store in London which makes Palacio de Hierro and Liverpool look like an OXO. You know how it is as you're trolling through Amazon looking for various bits and you happen to type in, for some reason or another, I don't know why I did, the word mermelada, which is Spanish for jam. And I came across a brand called Casa Bialba, which are from Mexico City. And I think I can't remember the name of the lady. I saw it a little while ago on the internet. I can't remember what her name is, but Casa Bialba makes some wonderful jams and chutneys, rather like British ones, although I haven't tried them as yet. So I ordered 5 of their jams, and they are very Mexican flavors. This is most definitely a real Mexican jam. And they make savory jams as well, such as onion and caraway, apple and jalapeno, and tomato and lime. They have quite a few jams, actually. But I would have been broke if I'd ordered every single jam that they had, such as mango and mint. That sounds gorgeous. So what came in this box from Amazon, or rather from Casa Bialba? Well, I don't know which one I'm going to start on first to put on my toast tomorrow morning. But they have, this is their jars. They're typical, I mean, there's a standard jam jar, but it's not a lovely label. This one is fresa y semillas de anís. In other words, strawberry with aniseed seeds. Never seen that on a jam before. The next is getting on to marmalade territory, but it's ciruela con cáscara de naranja. In other words, plum with orange peel. Another interesting one. The There's a fruit here called zarzamora, which I think is rather like blackberry. I think it's a kind of blackberry, but this is zarzamora silvestre, or wild blackberry. Ooh, that sounds good. And then we have two which just looked interesting, especially this one. Pera y lavanda. Pear and lavender. That sounds really interesting, especially as it looks a really thick jam. These look very, very natural. Yeah. And lastly, we have guayaba y toronja, guava and grapefruit. That's two interesting flavors. You have maybe a little sourness. Maybe this is a kind of marmalade. I wonder. I mean, they're not the cheapest of jams. I mean, they're 98 pesos per jar, which is what, around 4 quid, something like that. But if you want quality, you really have to pay for it, which is why Bon Maman is quite an expensive jam here in Mexico. Certainly in the supermarket, it seems to be around 100, 120. So really this looks to be better value and a bigger jar, I think. Such looks like a larger jar, and certainly much larger than a Dalfour jar, which is, when you think about it, that's like 90 pesos as well. But it's quite a slim jar. I think that is rather expensive in comparison to these, and these are, I think, better value and completely Mexican. I'm looking forward to these a lot. So thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you wish. The buttons are down below there. And in a couple of videos' time, I will try these jams out on a nice piece of toast. Thank you very much. Bye for now.